Welcome, everyone, once again to another episode of Conversations with Independent Filmmakers. I am your host, Miguel Mike Medina, and I have someone who's one of my favorite frequent collaborators. He has a new movie coming out, um, Night of Their Breakup. He's the director, writer, editor, casting director. He has wearing so many hats for this movie, and his name is Carlos Deschamps. Carlos, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, bro. Thank you for having me here. Like it's an honor and appreciate it. No, yeah, happy to be here. All good, always good on this end.
For sure, man. So I just want to get started. How did this whole project come about?
Yeah, so this was like a random fun project that I had in mind in 2020, in the summer 2020, or probably at some point in 2020, where I was just writing different scenarios. So normally when I write a story, I write like different like big moments, climatic moments or something that I'm like, oh, this sounds like an interesting moment in a film. And then from there I started branching out to the beginning of the story, and then I started branching out to the end of the story. So yeah, so in 2020 I started writing it. By 2021, I already had the first draft done. And yeah, and actually the reason this was possibly made, it was because of Inwood Artworks. For people who don't know, they do a lot of events and they also run the Inwood Film Festival every year. So they do this filmmaking grant, and I submitted my draft for my short film, and it was approved, and I was able to get money to make my film. So that definitely contributed to was a big factor to create this film and make it possible.
Shout out to Inwood Artworks, aka Inwood Film Festival, for that. Um, in terms of the story, um, where do you get the inspiration from? Did you get it from a movie? Did a movie inspire you, or a personal experience? Tell us.
It's interesting. I always get this a lot, and people always say, like, you have a lot of romance and drama. Like, is it like a representation of your life? Honestly, I'm I really like to see kind of like tension between characters, between people, just because it reminds us that we're human. I don't know if because I was born in the summer, I'm a Cancer. I don't know if because the emotional side of me is like we like emotional stuff. But yeah, I just like those dramatic moments between people. And in this story, it's a story between three friends, three longtime friends, in which two of them break up, and then the other two are pretty much talking about what happened. So by the end of the film, you find out what happened, and then other unexpected moments develop between the two characters that are talking about like why the breakup happened.
Good, interesting. How many days did it took you to complete production?
It took me 2 days, 2 long days. We probably Let me see, I started like around 9 a.m. probably on average, and then we finished like around 7 p.m. It was two on a Friday and on a Sunday. Yeah, the cast and crew, they were all great, high energy. They were never complaining about being tired, and the film ended up being 30 minutes, so it was definitely a lot to do in 2 days because yeah, as you know, to make a 10-minute short film that takes a while. So imagine making a 30-minute one. So it was just being organized and say, okay, we're gonna do this, this, and this. The actor and actress, they already they were prepared. They studied the script. They had a few months in advance to pretty much study it, memorize the lines, and they were honestly, excuse me, they were honestly super prepared, more prepared than I was expecting them to be, and I'm really appreciative. And because of that, I was able to pretty much complete everything within a 2 day span.
Any funny stories?
Funny stories. I want to say definitely the first day, we filmed at the J. Wright Park, and well, let me see. When we were at the park, it started raining, and um, it was the most difficult day to shoot. Again, it was the first one, because we were still trying to figure things out, technical stuff. But then also we were getting rain, we were getting different kind of sounds, we were getting there's a lot of mixed stuff. But anyways, I had a great crew and cast behind me, so we were able to figure it out. Other than that, funny wise, I'm trying to think. No, yeah, we honestly just got along pretty well. I did a couple of reads before then, and the main lead and the main leads, they had a great chemistry together, and even like the secondary character, they all it's like you actually felt in the read that they were friends for a long time. So that was really awesome. And even in person, they were great. So it was just a lot of conversation about like what we do for a living and things like that, typical stuff. But yeah, no, we created a great bond after that. So looking forward to showing them the project because they haven't seen it yet. So hopefully next month they'll get to see it in the big screen. Yeah, overall, definitely that's one big thing I learned is that definitely be sure of who you choose when you are casting for a film because you don't want to we like to have our friends because they're free and they're cheap, you don't have to pay them only with food. But sometimes paying for an actual actor or actress would definitely make a big change to your film at the end of the day.
I'm definitely looking forward to see the movie. I don't know if you're planning to have like a private screening or a film festival. Which one are you planning or are you wanting to do first?
So I'm gonna do a private screening with the cast and crew, family and friends. And pretty soon I'm still figuring out logistic, but then I also want to do like maybe a 1 week, 2 week virtual release so people can watch it on YouTube. But then on top of that, I have also submitted it to a few festivals, which I should be hearing back between January and March or April. So yeah, I gotta wait till next year to hopefully hear good news about the film. So yeah, pretty soon, pretty soon.
That's what's up. To do like a premiere with family and friends. That's something that, well, but the audience don't know. But my film, The Gold Watch, which Carlos was the DP and the lighting guy. I'm gonna have my premiere on December 3rd. Even though film festivals is still running on the film festival circuit, but I said I'm not gonna wait for any space to give me the green light. I'm just gonna have my own premiere, my own place. So I'm looking forward to this December 3rd. It's a muscle, man. After that, we're gonna have an award ceremony, so it's gonna be great.
I'm
But
looking forward to it.
yeah, for sure, man. So I want to end it with this. I want to end it with a little interesting question. Um, Name me your top three favorite films of both time.
Ugh. I feel like it always changes, but top three. Um, my number one is definitely Whiplash. I love the film. It's interesting. I'm not really like I don't really know how to play any instrument, but the Jake Simmons and Miles Teller, they did a great job in the film as well as everybody else. But yeah, definitely is my top one. I can watch it. I can tell which one of my favorite film when I can watch it again and again, and I get bored or tired of it. So that's definitely top three. Um, the second one is can get me in the back crowd. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. At World End is probably my favorite. It's kind of like a lot of people would be like, "Really, that movie?" I'm a big Jack Sparrow fan, and I just love just stories about piracy and things like that. And I don't know, I just had a really fun time. And when the movie came out, I had like a lot of positive experience, which I think also contributed to being my favorite film. And I had it on DVD, so I was always watching it again and again. That would be my second. And again, for third one, I'm just gonna that's the section where it always switches. I guess the most recent one would probably be Top Gun Maverick. It's interesting that I never saw the original one until the day before watching Maverick. But if people don't know, I'm really into aviation. Hopefully in my midlife crisis I can, get a pilot license and fly for fun. But years down the line. So yeah, Maverick was just mind blowing from the flying, the story. Um, and Tom Cruise is a great actor, and everybody else did a great job. And yeah, that was one of those movies that I went to the theaters 3 times to watch it, which is again something super rare that I rarely do. So those would be my top three films.
You caught me by surprise with Whiplash, but I'm glad you mentioned it because I have Whiplash on DVD, and Whiplash is my favorite movie of the year 2014. And 2014 had a lot of amazing movies, but that one is my number one. It's my favorite. Just the chemistry is great. Just like you, I'm not a big knowledge in terms of instruments. However, but you said that down the road you wanna fly and things like that. For me, I want to learn how to play the piano. That's something that's in the back of my mind, and it's always been. I feel like it was always there since I was little. Because I remember when I was 4 or 5 years old for Christmas, I got like a little piano as a gift, to play around with. You know, them little
Yep.
piano
I
turns.
had one of those too. Yeah.
Yeah, and ever since then, like I don't know, like it's something that was always there, but I never went to the extra mile to like wanting to learn until I became an adult. So that's something that I wanna learn before we all leave this earth. So
No,
that's definitely
definitely
there.
do it. I can tell you that learning how to play a piano is way cheaper than trying to get a pilot's license. Way cheaper. So yes, go for it. Nothing is stopping you.
Oh yeah. It's definitely gonna happen. There's
Yeah.
two things that I gotta do. I gotta do that and also take boxing lessons. Those are two things that
Ooh,
I definitely is a must for me. So, but yeah, and Top Gun, the original. I haven't seen the second one yet, but
it's amazing.
the original one, I'm a fan of. Tom Cruise in the 80s and 90s, he was just phenomenal. You know, with so many movies, so many blockbuster movies that he had out there. So anything with Tom Cruise, I'll watch it. So I don't care about his beliefs or anything like that. But as a movie star, he is the man. He is the man.
That's true. But definitely watch it. You're gonna love it. I know you will.
Yeah, I heard nothing but great things about it. So I definitely gotta watch it sooner or later. Who knows? I might watch it this week now that we're talking about it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, just to get that out of the way. So but Carlos, thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview with me. We're looking forward to see the movie. Everybody who'll be watching it, Night of the Breakup, keep an eye on it. If you're not following me on Instagram, the MMM Journal, I have I've promoted his posted there. So follow that, follow his page on Instagram, Carlos Deschamps, Cinematic Heights Productions, and just keep a lookout for his new movie, Night of their breakup. So yeah, support our guy right here.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, and if you watch it, let me know what you think about it. Good or bad reviews, I will take them all in.
Hmm. Rotten Tomatoes, you guys heard it. So
Yep, literally. That's why I'm wearing red today.